You know, I've talked before about the tragedy that is the second reign of terror of Donald J. Trump. But, as I get older, for some reason, I have more interest in apartheid and Nelson Mandela, and not just because of the fact that Elon Musk is so prominent in this administration, or he was until recently. I think he still is. It's just, I guess there's something in me that says that when white people do so much to erase us, I guess it's kind of like Jewish people. Like, we know Republicans always go to anti-Semitism and all these conspiracy theories, and it's like, if they're not in their place, they don't have a little bit of power representation, it can go bad. And we are the same way. And that's probably the closest in my lifetime of that kind of danger. Because none of us were alive during slavery. None of us are the children of slaves or grandchildren of slaves. But one thing that gets me by this whole moment is just the elderly people. Yeah, I feel bad for these kids. They're going to have to go through another childhood of being lied to. That we have to sit up here and pretend that black people are okay with Trump and that gay people don't exist. We've got to sit here and pretend another 8 years of that. This is where you getting rid of NOAA, getting rid of FEMA. This is what we're doing. We're going to just pretend that hurricanes don't exist and pandemics aren't real. So, hey, it's what the white man voted for, right? I think about people like Miss Goodman off of Democracy Now! And others who helped to build places of liberal thought and build places of liberal discussion. And I watched Trump's lackeys and stooges openly talk about wanting to get rid of CBS. Openly wanting to get rid of habeas corpus. Which is your right to know what you've been charged with. It is very sad. It's very sad to me to know people like Ralph Nader. On Safer Than Speed. He's the reason why you have airbags, I believe. All the folks that came before us and wrote books about dangers. I think about Upton Sinclair. There was a Concrete Jungle, talking about the meat packing stuff. There was the industry was really dirty and it was dangerous. I think about that. The people who came before us, alive, as well as the ones that have passed on, and I almost feel worse for them than the DEI stuff. The DEI stuff, I always go. I go back to what was the point? The black men that fought and died for America. What was that? What was the point? They're erasing, not just erasing our history, they're erasing James Baldwin and Toni Morrison. They're erasing our black thought. And that's dangerous for reasons I won't get into here. That's extremely dangerous. Where they burn books, they will also burn people. Look that up. This is simply the far right. This is fascists and Nazis and racists who simply want to erase us. And they're at war with intellect and science and math and technology. That's what this shit is. It is a war on us. It is a war against us. It's also a war against anything that they can't understand. I just, my heart goes out to our elderly. My heart goes out to the people that, as I said, Ralph Nader and others who came before us to make the country a little better, a little safer, a little healthier than it was previously. Thanks for listening.